morning, friends, and welcome back to my kitchen. So today we are going to be making something really delicious. We are going to be making grape jelly. So last month, Mom and I went to the previous owner's house, Pauline, and she has a Concord grape vine, and it was loaded down with grapes. So we went ahead and picked a whole box full of grapes. And Mom came home and she washed everything up, and I just didn't have time to do jelly at that time, so we went ahead and stuck them all in the freezer. So I've got all of my frozen grapes that we're gonna go ahead and turn into some amazing grape jelly. So let's get started. All right, friends, so we're at the stove, and all you're gonna need is your grapes, a half a cup of water, and a nice big pot that you can put your grapes in. So because my grapes are frozen, this process is going to take a little bit longer than it normally would if they were fresh. So I'm going to go ahead and add my water to the bottom of the pan and go ahead and put in all my grapes and turn on the fire to a medium low. And we're going to let that go, and once I see that they have defrosted, then I'm going to go ahead and smash them down with a potato masher. So let's get going. All right, friends, just after a couple minutes you can see that they are breaking down and the juices are starting to release. And just go ahead and get your potato masher and press down just to help break up your grapes and help them release more of their juices. I'm gonna go ahead and put a lid on and let it keep breaking down. All right, friends, so once your grapes are boiling, go ahead and put a timer for 10 minutes. All right, friends, so now that our grapes have fully released all their juices, they have simmered for 10 minutes, I went ahead and turned off the fire. Now we're gonna go ahead and strain all of the juices. I have a strainer here that I'm putting in a pot. We're gonna go ahead and pour everything into this strainer and let it strain out all of the juices. And then I will be transferring it back to the same pot that I cooked it in, because this is my biggest pot that I have. So let's go ahead and start straining out our grapes. All right, friends, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean out my big pot because this other one is just not big enough. It's not allowing all the juices to strain from all of the fruit. So I'm gonna clean this out and transfer everything back into this pot. All right, friends, so my juice is all strained, and I went ahead and measured out exactly 5.5 cups of grape juice. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my saucepan and turn on the heat. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and stir in my Sure-Jell. I'm using the original Sure-Jell, so this is also gonna call for 7 cups of sugar. It's a lot of sugar, but this is what I got, so I have to follow the recipe. All right, friends, so we're gonna go ahead and stir this mixture until it comes to a full rolling boil, a boil that does not go down while you're stirring it. So keep stirring. All right, friends, so now this is boiling. I'm stirring and it is still boiling. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and add our 7 cups of sugar. Make sure you continue to stir at this time. Do not stop stirring. We're gonna return this mixture back to a boil, full boil, which can't be stopped, and we are gonna boil it for exactly 1 minute. So keep stirring while we wait. Once it comes to a full boil, we're gonna start our clock for 1 minute. All right, friends, so we are now at a boil that we cannot bring down, so starting for 1 minute. Keep stirring, it's coming up, but keep stirring. 30 more seconds, 15. All right, turn it off and remove it from the fire. And there we go. All right, friends, so now this is all done, so we're gonna go ahead and use a spoon. Go ahead and use a spoon, and we're gonna skim off all of this foam. All right, friends, so this foam I let sit for just a couple minutes, and it all came together, and I can just lift it out and put it into a bowl. All right, there we go. Now we are ready to go ahead and get this into our jelly jars. All right, friends, so I have my clean jars, my clean rims, and also my clean lids. I'm gonna go ahead and start filling our jars with our jelly. You want to make sure that you're leaving 1.5 inches of headspace for your jelly. And I said 1.5 inches, I meant 1/4 inch. All right, friends, so now all of my jars are filled. You're gonna go ahead and get a wet rag, and you're gonna clean the top of your jars to make sure you don't have any jelly sticking. That way your lids will seal perfectly. Go ahead and put on your lid, get your ring, make it finger tight, not too tight, and it's ready to go inside your canner. All right, friends, so they are all done. We are gonna go ahead and place these inside the canner, and we are gonna be water bath canning these for 5 minutes. You wanna make sure that there is water covering your jars by 1 to 2 inches, and then you're gonna go ahead and place your lid on top, and you're gonna start cooking for 5 minutes once you hear that that water has come to a full boil. All right, friends, my jars are in the water and they are completely covered. I'm gonna wait for them to come to a boil, and I'm gonna start counting down for 5 minutes. Don't forget to put on your lid. Yes, this is a pressure canner, but I am using this as a water bath canner. I am not sealing it, and I'm not putting on the weighted gauge. Once this comes to a boil, 5 minutes. All right, friends, so it's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this fire, and we are gonna remove the top, and always remove it away from you because all that steam will burn your face. I'm gonna let this sit for 5 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and pull out our jelly jars. All right, friends, so all of our jars are now on the counter, and they need to completely cool before we can check that they fully seal. What you're gonna be listening for is a popping sound, and that means that the suction is pulling the lids down and it's causing a seal to your jars. If that does not happen, you'll need to reprocess them exactly the same way we did, and hopefully they will seal that time. For the second time, if they do not seal, go ahead and place them in your refrigerator and use them up. The ones that seal, you can go ahead and place those in your pantry for future use. I hope you enjoyed this video, friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well, and have a blessed day.